Oh, what's up, guys? I just had to delete a 24-minute video I recorded because I messed up the audio settings, or I didn't check them beforehand. But hey, we'll make a nice shorter video. All right, so we got some cool stuff, some really cool stuff in some cases, to show off, and it's starting to feel like a game. Now I don't know, it's been a while, and I think it will be a while between updates from now on, just because of the nature of what's being added and messed with. Um, so I'm not sure how much exactly has been reported, but I have some interface cleanups there. These, just to explain them briefly, these are going to be the places where you get gear upgrades, and I tested that it works, and it does. I can actually modify the properties of individual weapons, so there will be upgrading individual weapons. But let me just add the new things I'm messing with. This goes there, and cooldowns, and we have a new cooldown. So I was just pressing a button to toggle the movement cooldown before, but now we just press our cooldown and it'll give us 10 seconds. On the bottom left, that blue background, that means it's active, 10 seconds of that, and after that it'll go to 10 seconds of cannot use its actual cooldown. So we have turned that movement mode into a cooldown, which is nice because it feels like it's something you use when you should. And it's kind of like this mode is too slow and this mode is too fast, so I need to adjust those. But anyways, let's get to the cool shit. Look at this bow. I'm not going to shoot it yet because I'm going to show you what I got here. So, chickens. The first time you start spawning them, it'll lag a bit because that's to load the textures. They're a little too big. They attack each other, and you can attack them. And by the way, you can, just for fun, I don't know if this will do anything, just deletes blocks, so. Am I not hitting it? I don't think I'm hitting it. There. So. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes they squirt out a bunch of blood. It's nice. I'll spawn to, oh, wait. So, at night they go to sleep. If they're not attacking something, they go to sleep. But there are 1 out of 20, I think. We'll spawn all these. 1 out of 20 is an Uber. 1 out of 10 is the goat model that isn't working. Come on, give me the Uber chicken. Give me the Uber chicken. I'm getting tired of this. It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath when I wake up. Okay, I'm not gonna get an Uber chicken here. It's like a 5% chance to spawn me one. I guess it's not. I don't want to push it to the limit. Alright, but let's watch these chickens enjoy each other's company when they wake up. I'll even do cinematic. World War Chicken, right? You'll notice the extreme twitching. Alright, we all get the point. Cool. It's fun though. It's fun. And these things can actually be on your side. They're just kind of neutral right now. So those, I mean, we already have things that attack, whatever, but these, later we'll, I'm not going to talk too much more about theory and stuff. I'm just going to show you what I got at this point, because there's a lot we could talk about. Alright, so we have, you ready for this? You ready for this? Bow and arrow. Bouncy bow and arrow, and it does this cool charge up effect. And yes, these kill these things. Or spam this. They'll all pretty much die, I think. Look at all this twitching and bleeding out. These are already dead. So, yeah. I'm a nice guy. The hitbox level messed up for that one. Hanzo. It's kind of neat. You can combine. That right click is just. It was a cooldown that isn't really going to be a cooldown anymore. But it will literally kill everything. Let's make sure it's working. So I do that. And I do that. Everyone dies. So if you do this. Do something like this. Reloading. Like that. We start shooting these things. It's kind of neat. This will be actually useful once you have enemies in the map. So that's the next thing is, you know, we're kind of shifting the whole game. Wait, is there anything else before I start babbling? That's pretty much it. So yeah, again, I made cooldowns work. So we have, I'm right clicking to spawn these chickens. So right click. So we have right click abilities. So we also have a blink. Let me equip this and show you. Blink, blink, blink. It does that little effect that's on the weapon. I need to remove that. But yeah. This could use a nice little sound effect or visual. And obviously it's just whatever. So it's the only way to actually get up on top of these things. Well, I guess you could walk over here, but it's the only way to fly up anymore. So we're starting to nerf the whole what you can do in the game, so it feels more like a game. And I have to say, it does feel more like a game, even just with this cooldown for this movement mode. It's nice. So what we're doing, you know, we're obviously adding features, and the next thing will be progression. In that, those chickens. Let me try spawning a bunch more and see if we can get an enemy. But if we get one, other chickens will attack it. But it's the uber chicken. There. So this thing is going to attack me. It only attacks me. So let's aggro. And as it hits me, I move back. I fly back. There. But some other chicken, some other thing is going to kill its poor soul. But we'll just bring it over here. So this is our first enemy, and this fucker, I think it's got an eye out for him. Oh shit! I killed it. Oops. Give me another. Anyway. So yeah, and these things they weren't so savage before, but and maybe they'll go back to being not savage and just chickens and lay eggs and stuff. But maybe like in the wild they're like this, but you can tame them so they don't, or vice versa. I don't know. And they all sleep at night. I made the transition smoother for night and daytime. So a lot of improvements in general, a lot of moving towards a game. And next thing we're gonna do is just some progression and some actual real enemies in the world. That's what we need. Yeah, I was feeling like this gun was a little old. It was a little too high end. I like this. I think I'll add more guns that have a little mechanic that requires you to aim a bit more instead of just, spam it. So, and I will bring back the mining so we can do that, and I'll probably add a jetpack thing that the movement mode here will upgrade a bit. And yeah, so basically from this point on, I'm just doing what I can to quickly move this towards a game with some progression. But I'm still gonna spend time doing like, I feel like doing another weapon. I feel like adding a goat as we are. So the death animation is just shrinking, obviously. Fight. What's up, dude? It looks kind of like a dog, so I'm not too happy with it. I just tried to make a goat looking thing, but I'm not the best 3D guy. The bow is a lot easier and looks cooler than live stuff. Boom, boom. I don't know if it'll be possible to spam it like this. These things last for 10 seconds. They shoot twice as fast if you let charge up. So insta click and quick charging. And the middle, the crosshair, it might be time to update the crosshair. So, anyways, I think that's about all I need to share. Oh yeah, I just made. It's funny because I made this. There's going to be improvements on the chunk loading before the release because I actually started that, but it needs a bit of work before it's safe to use. It's kind of buggy, but it does loading in like a two-phase thing where it doesn't do these outer outlines, which actually increases performance. So I made this a long stretch that I can just kind of run down to test it. That's kind of neat. We'll see. I'm still. I really can't wait till I start getting. Once I have enough in here that I can really start messing with the terrain gen and the materials that we actually are going to use. Like I have some already, and that's nice. But and then new entities, like just content everywhere. It'd be nice. So it's starting to shape up. I'm feeling it. But we still got a lot of work. So that's enough of that. Till next time. Malava. Until next time, right? Ding, 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 ding. I might replace these with arrows. I'll at least try it and see how it looks. Probably make more sense. Though I like that sphere thing in the middle, but that still could just be a temporary thing. An arrow could form there too. And we need to, actually, it'd be really cool when we're in this mode now, because it's more of a cooldown instead of this thing you're always in. It could, and I kind of like this idea because then it really just grounds you to actually play the map. This will be faster when you do that. But it'd be cool to have some sound or visual effect when you're in that cooldown mode. So. All right, for real this time. See you later.